Hey, hey, hey. Hello, everyone. And welcome back to another very exciting conversation for our Meet the Team series here at Simply Pure Trenton. My name is Lanett Austin, and today we are celebrating Women's History Month. That's right. It is Women's History Month, and we are highlighting the incredible women of our team. So let me give you a clue, and let's see if you know this person. Clue one, this person has the brains, has the smarts, and is truly one of two of our powerhouse team members behind the scenes, running and making it happen. Y'all, let's give it up for our assistant store manager, Becca Randles. Becca, do you know this?
A little bit. I'm unstoppable.
This song is, for those who don't know, is called Unstoppable by Sia. Do not sleep on it. Please look it up, download it. And the words and lyrics are, I am unstoppable every single day. Like every time, if you don't know and had the privilege, like myself and our team, to work with Becca, she is truly that unstoppable. Hello, Becca, and happy Women's History Month.
Happy Women's History Month. It's such a pleasure to be here with you. How are you?
Oh my God, I am happy it is Friday Eve. And more than anything, I'm happy to be talking to you and celebrating Women's History Month. So, first off, how are you celebrating Women's History Month? What you doing?
That is a great question. I think just like self-care, like for Women's History Month, I think just the best way to just celebrate women and just myself is just to take care of myself and just like treat myself. So all about me, taking care of me.
Self-care, all about you. Shout out, please maybe drop some ideas. How do you self-care, Becca? Anything special? Are you a spa person? You do climbing? You like to work out or just sleep? Like, what is self-care? How do you self-care?
Oh, self-care to me is just like, it sounds crazy, but just like I love my car, so like I just give my car a wash, just like things that I enjoy doing, probably like smoking, maybe just buying an ounce on myself. So just things that I enjoy doing. I mean, I recently just got a puppy, so like my time is like I have no time anymore to myself right now because it's like having a little baby around, but she just turned 5 months. So I can't do any of that right at the moment, but maybe when she gets a little older, I'll have some more time to myself. So,
But having a puppy is self-care, right? It's just like you just snuggle. Okay, well, we are very excited to get to know you a little bit more. You already know we got a lot of things planned for you. So, of course, we're kicking things off with our icebreaker, this or that. You know how to play, right? We give you two choices, and you're going to give us your preferred choice.
all
Game?
right. Oh, let's get
All
into it.
right,
I'm on board.
let's go. First up, coffee or tea?
Coffee, 100%. I love good coffee, like preferably a
Yes.
latte. Like I love mocha lattes, so I like
Which leads to
hot
our next
coffee,
one.
not
Look at
iced
that. Hot
coffee.
coffee, but from Dunkin' or Starbucks?
Starbucks for sure. I'm sorry, Starbucks for sure.
She's on the team, y'all. She's on the team. Good answer. Beach vacation or mountain getaway?
Oh, see, I love warmth, so it would definitely have to be like a beach getaway somewhere for sure. Like I just love warm vibes, tropicalness, just enjoy and have a good time. Like that's for sure me. I do love the mountain scene, but I would prefer just being somewhere warm and having a good time.
Oh, pancakes or waffles?
Mm, see, I would have to go with waffles just because you can have ice cream with waffles. So, like a nice hot crispy waffle with some cold ice cream, that's
You can have ice cream with anything, like anything.
and I feel like you can do more with waffles than pancakes. I don't
Yeah.
know. That's just me. That's just me though.
Love, love. Okay. Would you consider yourself an introvert or an extrovert mostly?
I would say I'm an introverted extrovert, if that makes sense. I can be
Explain.
very outgoing, but I'm also a very shy person. I think like different people bring out different energies of me. So like I can be like a very extrovert to some people, but some people would say I'm very quiet and like reserved. So I think it just
Depends on them.
yeah.
How you come across. All right. Last one, truth or dare?
I've always been a dare person, and I'm not gonna stop today. So let's go with dare.
Woo! She is fearless, unstoppable. Okay, so your dare is womp womp. We are going to find out today, y'all, if Becca is truly a through and through Cowboys fan, because your dare is you about to answer some real fan questions. All right, question
Man.
number one.
Oh boy. I'm not ready. Here we go.
All right. When were the Dallas Cowboys established as an NFL team? Is it A, 1955, B, 1960, C, 1972, or D, 1985?
I'm gonna be real with you. I really don't know this at all. So if I had to,
What?
I really don't know that. I'm gonna be honest, like
Okay. So, all right, it's established as an NFL team. Was it 1955, 1960, 1972, or 1985?
all right, I'm just gonna guess here. I would say 1955.
Oh, you were so close. Okay, 1960 is the right answer, but it's okay because
I knew it was up there because Jerry Jones is so old. Like it had to be, it had to be up there. That man is old and he's still around. So.
All right. No, don't y'all come for her.
That,
There's still time. Do you know these answers? All right, question for Dallas Cowboy fan medal number 2. How many Super Bowls have the Dallas Cowboys won thus far?
5. B is the answer for that one.
Oh, the answer is C, 7. Actually, 7.
That's
7.
crazy.
One more. You actually have more bragging rights than already you may have for the Cowboys. So, like, I don't even know what that looks like, but you do have that. So you get credit for that one because actually you were under guessing and it's more. All right. Next question. Secondary quarterback. Think this. Who is often referred to as Captain Comeback and led the Cowboys to multiple Super Bowl victories? A, Troy Aikman. B, Roger Staubach. C, Tony Romo. Or D, Dak Prescott.
See, I feel like such not a real Cowboys fan right now, but I do want to say Troy Aikman though, because he is the one who brought them back to back. But I know Dak Prescott had a crazy comeback year this year because last year he had 17 interceptions, and now this year he only had like 1 or 2. So I would have to go with Troy Aikman just because they.
Yeah, it might be because I didn't say the name right. It is Roger. It says Roger Staubach. I don't know.
Roger Staubach, yeah.
Okay, I'm not sure who these people are. I'm telling you, I'm so out of my depth here. But like, I know you're a Cowboys fan, and you are gonna prove it today.
Apparently not. Like, apparently.
Next question: franchise owner. Who is the current owner of the Dallas Cowboys? Is it A, Jerry Rice, B, Roger Goodell, C, Jerry Jones, or D, Tony Dorsett?
Okay, this is the only one I know. It's absolutely Jerry Jones. It's Jerry's World. That's what they call AT&T Stadium.
Jerry. Yes, that is correct. Okay, y'all, she is coming back. Don't y'all come for Becca. You're coming in with this one too. All right, star logo. The Dallas Cowboys' iconic logo features a blue star. What does the star represent? Is it A, victory, B, Texas pride, C, honor, or D, unity?
All the above. No, I'm just kidding.
That was a Miss America answer if I have ever seen one. That was great, Becca. All the above. That's right.
It is America's team, you know? So honestly, it's hard to choose between C and D because, like, to me, the star represents like something different than like what it actually means. And like, it's both honor and unity for me. Like, when you see the star, it's such a statement and just like a legacy of the Dallas Cowboys. Like, so honestly, my answer would be C and D, but if I had to choose one, I would C.
Okay.
Yeah.
Texas pride all the way. It is what that logo is all about. Plus, I agree with you. I do think it's all the above. Victory, because they have a lot of wins. Like, let's be real. Unity, it's awesome. I mean, you all are through and through fans. Last one, your biggest rivalry. Which team is considered the ultimate Dallas Cowboys biggest hater ever in the NFC East? Is it A, New York Giants, B, Philadelphia Eagles, C, Washington football team, or D, Arizona Cardinals? Who is your biggest hater?
Okay, so I think everyone thinks that they know the answer to this, but if you're a Cowboys fan, the obvious answer is not the answer. I know people want me to say the Philadelphia Eagles,
this is all the above.
However, we do have a longer history going back with the Washington football team. That legacy goes back to like way before I was born. So if I had to choose one, it would be C, although people probably think it's the Eagles.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was your bonus answer, and that is correct. Washington football team. Yo, you know she's a true fan when you know your biggest haters, the history of haters. That was great, Becca.
And fun fact, that was actually the first Dallas Cowboys game I ever went to in Texas was the Washington Commanders.
Oh, it was intense, wasn't it? It was intense.
It was intense. It was crazy. I mean, we blew them out, but it was amazing. Like,
I am cracking up. Now in hindsight, instead of like Unstoppable as your intro song, I should have just played Nuck If You Buck and just like we just wild. Because that clearly is more you.
That would have been way better.
Yeah. Well, that was good. Thank you for like just really proving to us you are a true Cowboys fan. Your backdrop can stay. Haters, get out of the chat. Don't come for her because she knows who you all are. All right.
It's all love.
Do it a little more, Becca. You are our assistant store manager, 1 out of 2. We're going to get to meet your co-partner very soon. But in your words, would love to hear, what is an assistant store manager and what do they do?
Wow, that is such an impactful question, I would say. I mean, what does an assistant store manager do? I think they definitely bridge the gap between, bud tenders and senior leadership, but also, it's about workflow and, being able to manage. And honestly, I just want to be the best leader I possibly can to the team coming up. So I think an assistant general manager is there's a lot, right? I mean, hiring and then the onboarding and just the daily workflows and making sure everybody's good. I mean, we're definitely like the eye of the store and looking over everything. So it's definitely a lot.
We are everything. It was so funny, right? We were actually talking about this very thing earlier today. It was like the different hats that really you all have to play at times. It's like I'm a parent and then a therapist, a coach, all the above to get that overall objective done. I mean, unstoppable, Nuck If You Buck. However, Becca needs to get the team to the finish line. I'm just saying. This queen is one of all. What inspired you, right? Like what from the very beginning, not even like right now specifically to Simply Pure Trenton, but like take us all the way back, just your career overall within retail. inventory management. I mean, your background is very, very, very professional and has a great foundation from a retail operations standpoint. So just tell us more about your passion and how it has evolved to now being the assistant store manager here at Simply Pure Trenton.
Wow. I guess diving all the way back into cannabis, it was more personal for me actually why I got into cannabis. So, between in high school, I was just smoking cannabis a lot, and I would say around 2013 to 2017, 2018, I got arrested 4 or 5 times and had to pay a lot of fines, got arrested numerous times. And I wanted to turn a negative into a positive, and what better way to help change the stigma and the negative association with cannabis than getting into the cannabis industry. So actually right when COVID started is when I started my cannabis career at Curaleaf, and I stayed there 2.5 years, started as a bud tender and then worked my way over to production. And that's where like it really planted the seed going to production, going from retail and to production, seeing the whole layout of how cannabis, seed to sale, was very eye-opening to me. And I definitely found my niche in inventory and doing that kind of thing. And just leaving Curaleaf, I started over again at another company, MPX, and started again as a bud tender, worked my way up, and I felt so stagnant for a while. I always remember why I got into cannabis, but I felt stagnant for so long. I felt like companies say more than they do. So coming to Simply Pure, I mean, we stand on business every day. What we say is what we're going to do. And it reignited my passion again. Simply Pure has reminded me of why I got into this business, and we're making a difference every day. We're making history, and what better thing can I ask for? I mean, I'm so excited, so blessed to be a part of this team. I have amazing coworkers, and everybody just shows up every day. And I just want to give my all every day to this company, but it has definitely reignited my passion and why I started back in cannabis. So.
Oh my gosh, Becca, it shows, we feel it. I can attest to it every single day. I mean, really, your light and your passion comes through along with your skill set. And, let's not get it twisted, right? Days are awesome, but yet they're still very challenging. And we're at a phase where the store isn't open yet, and there's a lot of complexity and last minute but slow down, and it's a roller coaster in many ways, right? And so people a lot of times can only get caught up in just that excitement of being in it, which you need to fuel to get through the very volatile moments. And so can you share with us a little bit more about some of the challenges within the role, especially at this current phase where we're in limbo and you're preparing and you're prepping, but we're so close, but yet can feel so far away from especially that opening moment? And more than anything, how are you overcoming it?
Shout out to my other AGM. I mean, being able to collaborate with Bryant has been we're able to go back and forth with each other. So we're able to tackle anything together. I mean, just having him and being able to collaborate with someone in my position really helps us not have those obstacles. I like to call them roadblocks because they're not challenges. We can move past them. But I say some of the challenges is just people ask for a specific timeline, and we just don't have that right now because construction is moving so fast, and then things get pushed back.
God's time.
I would say that is the hardest question to answer, is when people are like, oh, can you give us a specific time? And then trying to reach out, and just shout out to the people who've been patient during this process. We are opening and we are working hard every day to, trust me, we want to open as bad as the public does, if not even more. I mean, just being able to see this thing from just a year ago. I mean, a year and a half ago, I applied to this position and the building wasn't even, so just to see the transformation and where we're at now, is just crazy. And I know the end product is going to feel so surreal. But I would just say some of the challenges are right now is just the construction and being able to have an exact timeline and when we need things done. But I just know when they need to be done, they're going to get done and they'll be done. But
you see the resilience within that year and a half. This isn't extra 2 weeks. There's a lot of patience and a diligence that has to happen right throughout this entire process. And you do it with such grace, so much compassion. And it's been very refreshing, honestly, every single day, Becca, to work with you. And so I'm like, where does that pull from? Really in the spirit of Women's History Month. Tell us a little bit more about a woman that is a mentor to you, like where they're inspiring in the way that you're inspiring so many, and why are they a mentor to you?
Oh wow, that's crazy. Honestly, my biggest mentor right now would actually be like you and Tiffany. Like, no lie, just seeing what you and Tiff have done, and just I wouldn't want to be left behind
Tiffany,
two more
COO.
amazing women. Yes, our COO, Tiffany McBride. Shout out to her. But you guys have just like really set a tone for me, and I really hope I could fill those shoes one day. But there's no words for you guys. I mean, if you're a part of this team, you know how amazing Lanett is, Tiffany is. But you guys are like my biggest mentors right now, and I've learned so much from you. I'm gonna be learning so much more from you guys, but I see how much work you guys do on the daily. It never stops. So thank you guys. Thank you both for what you do
Right
and just
back
being
at you.
amazing role models in this.
Right back at you, like Becca. Seriously, you walk the talk. You are really in it, right, from community and up. And we applaud you. I know I speak for Tiffany as well, that we look up to you in so much. You breathe just such fresh, great air. And you make us women look right. Fierce. Thank you. What advice? Like, let's think about to that younger Becca, to that other Becca that is on the other side of this and is challenged either at another company, another cannabis organization, another industry that's looking to transition from a transitional standpoint of like just transferable skills and how to get in. Does everyone have to start from a bud tender standpoint? So now that you're in a position of management, right, and you've gone through several different ranks of leadership, can you give some advice to those that are curious based on your experience?
Absolutely. I think the biggest advice that I would even give myself before coming into this industry is just keep going. I mean, it is not easy being in this industry. If you're currently in it and you've been in it years for like we have, it is super hard. It's not for everyone. You have to stay resilient, be able to adapt. And I would just tell me to just keep going and just be true to myself, stay who I am. I think people try to well, I just think there's a way to stay in your own lane and still be true to yourself. Don't ever just deter from that. But the biggest advice I can get is just be yourself. And it's more rewarding to start from the bottom and go up instead of just jumping into that manager position or just jumping into any position. Really, I found the wonders from starting as a bud tender and working my way up all the way to the general manager. And I can relate to bud tenders more and be able to experience things that my team is going to be able to experience and help coach them through those experiences. So just keep going. I feel blessed that I've started from the bottom and worked up, and there's nothing in life comes easy. That's the hard part, being able to work through that. But once you get to where you want to be, it's so rewarding. So just keep going.
It feels so good, right? To be in the right place at the right time, doing the right thing. It just all comes together. Beck, I'm going to share something, right, that I know we had talked about before. And you had recently visited, right, with the team to the CRC meeting, and were really inspired. I think would be the best way to summarize. I felt when Becca came back and was just like, what else can I do to really support the overall business case that good business around social justice is needed. Can you share to everyone a little bit more about why that was so important to you and what you're looking to do just overall to address that?
Yeah, absolutely. Going to that CRC meeting was it's different watching it online than being there in person. I mean, you actually get to feel the emotion that's in that room and just the passion that goes in that room. But Commissioner Barker touched on a few points where I think he was very passionate about and the change that we want to see. And it's not enough representation for Indigenous, Black, minority-owned businesses that we're really trying to make a difference, just help. And that will really transform this cannabis industry by just giving back or giving them the space to own businesses. But I really just want to see a change in that as well, and just being an ally and being able to make a difference every day. I mean, we're trying to at Simply Pure Trenton, we're trying to build something here that maybe we can be a role model for others. So just we need more social equity owned cannabis dispensaries is what we need. That will for sure.
100%. 100%. I mean, that's why we're in this, right? I love that we're in a place to make a real impact. And so there's a lot about this process that is beautiful, that's great, whether it's the hiring process and, building teams and opportunities and open doors and being able to even impact the supply chain from a vendor perspective, and bring people into the ecosystem that maybe don't have that current bigger opportunity with MSOs and things like that, to outreach, to amplifying and really being a voice for the people, to the people, and about the people, which of all of that and more. And of course, let's not forget the part of like running a successful operations and killing it in the store. Within all of that, like what is your favorite part, and what has been your, I guess, favorite part this far on this journey?
My favorite part is honestly right now. I mean, just being in this moment and taking everything day by day. I mean, we could open any minute, but just this process and being able to get there is just going to be so rewarding. But this is my favorite part right now. Just hiring right now. I mean, going through interviews and just that kind of thing. But seeing the construction come together and just how fast things are going. The present is what it's all about right now. This is my favorite part of where we're going, because I know it's only going to be bigger and better from here, and who knows where we're going to be a year from now. So
where we were a year from now before to a year where we will be. I know, right? Capture it. Okay, so you got to tell us, as a cannabis consumer, and many years now, I would say, as we are senior consumers in this space, what has been a favorite memory with cannabis that you can share with us?
Favorite memory of cannabis? Ooh.
Hence the memory part. Like, we actually have to remember.
Yeah. I'm like,
what's your, very curious to hear from our community too. Like, if y'all have a good story, please drop it in, because we want to hear it. Everyone has their own unique one. But
honestly, I think just being younger and just, I don't know, there was such a thrill of using it when you were younger, just like being able to escape your problems and just, I don't know, like there was such a thrill of being able to like, having to put eye drops in your eyes and spray colognes so you're not smelling around your parents. I don't know. Those are just like so memorable. Now I don't have to think about that. I mean, I have my own house now. I'm smoking whenever I want. So there's no, like, you don't have a sense of adrenaline running, but I don't know. I kind of miss the adrenaline of like trying to get myself together real quick, asking, do I look high? But I do.
You like the stress you brought on yourselves. Like, what? Yeah. Hilarious.
It's so peaceful being able to just consume in my own comfortable space now. So
I love that. That is hilarious. I mean, it is kind of nostalgic a lot of times. I think back at like Thanksgivings and stuff like that, where you snuck out and then you come back in like, yo, don't ask me nothing. I'm just going to come in the corner right here, eat this pie. Let me be.
Going on a walk for my cousin. We'll be back.
And now, like, this is way before like you had like your accessible gummies and vape pens and all these other very discreet ways. Right now, you're just like, you could get away with everything. It's pretty great. Oh my gosh. Well, let everyone know, right? Words, final advice, shout outs, what to look forward to, and most importantly, how to keep in touch with you if anyone would like to follow up and talk to Becca a little bit more about her journey. And of course, Simply Pure Trenton, and some opportunity.
Well, the best way to reach me is absolutely email. It would be becca@simplypuretrenton.com. Definitely reach me via email, but you can also find me on LinkedIn at Becca Randles. But any advice towards anyone just being in this industry is just stay true to yourself, stay positive, just keep going. But it's so rewarding, and what you put in is what you get out. So as long as you're committed and stay true to yourself, the world of possibilities is endless. So.
Unstoppable. Okay, like unstoppable is truly who you are. So before we depart, one final question, Becca.
Yes.
What's a nickname that you go by and why?
Honestly, I don't have like one nickname. I think people who meet me come up with one on the spot. I mean, I have so many different nicknames, so like I'm up for new ones all the time. So like I don't have a specific one, but I guess here
What
we
were
just
some of the previous ones?
I've gotten Big B, um just like it's just like a personality thing. Like
Yes.
I get
Okay.
yeah, I get BD sometimes. There's a lot.
Oh my god, this is fun. I know this is
But
fun. Shout
currently
out Big B.
as Simply Pure, we're just B though. Me and Bryant are B, so we're both just B.
B
So
and
I like
B. That's crazy.
yeah, B
Yeah.
and B.
B squared. B2.
But shout out to this amazing team. I mean, Lanett, shout out to you. Just being on here every week, fresh. He's doing amazing things. Just being able backstage and putting this all together. Shout out to Tiff, always making stuff happen on the West Coast over there. And most importantly, Tahir, I mean, you have built such an amazing team. Just to be a part of your vision, is so like inspiring, and I'm glad and I'm very, very proud to be a part of this team and to make history every day with you guys. But shout out to you guys for just like creating such an inclusive environment and just standing on business every day. That's what we do. And it's just rewarding that we just give the space everyone to just be themselves. And this is such an amazing team. I mean, I can't wait for everyone to really just get to know us when we open. Please stop by, ask us anything. But I love this team. And I can't forget my partner in crime, Bryant Watts. That is my other half. Can't get anything done without that man. We're a package.
Yeah, look at that, yo. And you will be meeting and learning Bryant a little bit more very soon. Becca, it has been an absolute pleasure. I mean, you are so awesome to work with, so awesome to get to know. Thank you for the vulnerability and transparency and just overall leadership that you possess every single day. It is inspiring. And our team is so lucky to have you and to work with you. And shout out to all of our viewers. Like, it is Women's History Month. Please shout out and uplift nearby woman to you. Everyone, please join us again next time. We are celebrating all of our individuals, all of our amazing team members that are behind the scenes here at Simply Pure Trenton. And please hit up Becca if you want to talk to her a little bit more. New email address is Big B at simplypuretrenton.com. But in the interim, it's just Becca at simplypuretrenton.com. All right.
Go
See you
Cowboys.
later. Go Cowboys.